Well, I want to take apart these Ailihen C8s. It's probably going to be destructive, but it's been a very long week, so I don't really care. And I probably get more value out of these as being like spare drivers than I would out of them being intact. So I mean, it's fine. Let's see if I get into them. Well, okay, that's not promising. That doesn't want to come apart. I kind of figure cheap junk usually isn't designed to come apart, but we'll see. It could. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's got little clips. Yeah, it looks like that's supposed to come apart. That's good. Let's see. Looks like it's Phillips head screws. Okay. I'm pleasantly surprised this is coming apart. What? Okay, I'm down a Phillips head bit. It's probably worth more than these headphones. Luckily, it was the wrong Phillips head bit, so this is working fine. I'm gonna keep the screws in case I decide to put this back together for some reason. You enjoying the view of the back of my hand? Let's see. There is no engineering. There's not even a cover over the back of the driver. It's just hot glued in place. Oh, that is beautiful. It's funny how like I could hear that. Oh, yeah, that is actually just glued in place. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we'll look at the other side. See how they handle that connection. I'll admit I'm curious. I'm assuming there's some knots. Come on, buddy. There we go. Let's see. It looks like the single notch is placed toward the top. Not that it matters even slightly. And I am curious because this does have a mic built into the cable. Oh, I never tested that. Whatever. I don't care. I am curious if there's anything special going on up here. I would imagine not. But then again, I would have imagined these would be shredding apart to come apart. Let's see. How's it looking in here? That was a reassuring noise. Yep, there's knots. Wow. Oh my gosh. Are those just... I think those are just flying solders with shrink tubing around them. Okay, a lot of headphones I've taken apart have had knots in them. It costs virtually nothing to have just like a little circuit board with just straight across traces that you can solder wires to instead of like what I did in my first 2 years of soldering whenever I had to work on one of my guitars. I That is special. Well, let's put it back together. Oh, that is kind of nice. The raised edges around here appear to fit over the little pedestals. No, I'm wrong. They do not fit over the little pedestals they have to bolt onto. Oh, yep, they do. All right, we're good. Let's just pop these screws back in. These very valuable $25 headphones that are a terrible bargain. I guess I'll put like one on each side so it's not shaking around. Oh, look at that. There's a screw attached to it. If you wear earrings that are fairly cheap while you wear these, they'll probably stick together. Oh, lovely. You love to see that. Very good. Am I really going to bother to put more than one screw in each side? I guess. I mean, it's content. It's not good content, but it's content. I just realized I don't have an iPod with me to check these. What if they don't work anymore? Well, I mean, they barely worked before, but what if they don't work anymore? What if those flying solder joints are now unseated? That's definitely my fault. Oh, come back here, you little monster. At least the screws are made of something magnetic. Somebody, I think it was Austrian Audio, used screws that were not magnetic in places. No, I might be thinking of my tape player. I don't know. I've encountered screws that are not magnetic recently. It was a lot of excitement. Is any of that in focus? Yeah, pretty close. Oop. There we go. I don't think there's any difference left and right. Ah. Why does that look bad to me? Well, anyway. Do these go back together? They do. They do. Well, that's impressive. It's out of focus again. There we go. Let me go get an iPod. Let's see if these make noises that like make sense. I'm getting too old. All right. What does it do? Nice bleed. Seems like that's working. So, I mean, hey, I'll give these things credit. They sound awful. They feel awful in the hand. They feel awful on the head. But they do come apart and go back together again. I will admit that the competitors I had in this price range that I mentioned in the review video were not things I'd want to take apart. although they are better in every other possible way, and I'm doubting that there are replacement parts for these anyway, so who really cares that it comes apart? Well, there we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely evening. Consider liking and subscribing.